What's up, y'all? Today, this is my topic. I'm just gonna draw this diagram so I could kind of like visualize it, but it's pretty general. So as you can see, we have a pyramid here, right? So in this pyramid, this is your awareness, bro. So you can have that general awareness that the most of the people have, and then you can have that heightened awareness that less and less people have, until you get to that highest amount of awareness, which is just pure awareness, which is like, it's God, it's like pure God, because it's like pure creation, and there's not really like an ego behind it, and there's not really like a self-identity behind it, and it's kind of just at the top alone. But it's kind of like when you I don't know how to explain it, but when you lose your identity, you don't really feel alone. You feel more whole. You feel like you have, like, just everything is with you, because there's not really like a separation from you and whatever is created around you. You know what I'm saying? Everything is kind of conducive, and everything is kind of like that same presence, even if it looks different, even if it comes with a different taste, it's all kind of the same essence. You understand? So when you're here, you're more individual. You're more like, okay, I gotta survive, I gotta get this food, I gotta get this money, I gotta fuck this broad, I gotta, you know what I'm saying, I gotta do what I do, man, and fuck everybody else, I'm gonna get mine. That's that kind of mentality. When you start breaking out of that, when you start breaking out of that survival, you're like ripping cords, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're ripping like cords that were tied with you and these other people unconsciously, you know what I'm saying? But you're like ripping, it can be physical too, like you're losing physical relationships with people because you're no longer doing the things that they do, you know what I'm saying? So when you get higher and higher in awareness, it feels like you're ripping apart. Like, it feels like you're literally like getting ripped apart. Like, you're coming alive, but it could be very uncomfortable when it's happening, and it could feel like you're dying. It could feel like you're losing your marbles, like you're losing your mind. You know what I'm saying? And I think this is a valid point to be in your journey. You know what I'm saying? Losing your mind. I feel like being ripped apart is what makes you really like show your insides to the world and show your gifts to the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, recently, like, bro, a week ago, I was in pure isolation for most of the day because I had to like figure shit out. You know what I'm saying? I had to sit and like kind of just sit through the fire because my insides were being ripped apart, bro. It felt very uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? But you get through that. Because in the moment it feels very I'm never gonna be normal, and then you see yourself now and you're like, I can't even remember how I was feeling in the moment. Like, it's just passing. Everything is passing. So, and this moment is also passing. You know what I'm saying? But you learn to appreciate that. But this is an example, bro. A week ago, or like in the last 2 weeks, I was like, oh my god, I'm never gonna be able to socialize with other people. I'm never gonna be able to like do the things that I used to do, like even sit down and chit chat with other people. You know what I'm saying? Because other people are so in the general awareness. Like, bro, nah, bro. I feel like when your awareness is heightened, you're able to have like, there's a humility that comes with it, because you know what it feels like to like be in that spot. You know what I'm saying? And you're not looking down on them. You're not like, oh, you're kind of like liking it. You're kind of liking to see that they're breaking out of their boundaries. You know what I'm saying? That they built up in their mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, when other people are like going through the fire and they're like experiencing things that make them stronger internally, I love that shit, bro. I don't want to see people just chilling, bro. I don't want to see people just kind of burning their life force away, like scrolling away, not really living their life. But when people are really living their life, bro, and really going through the fire and the stuff that makes their soul strong and not their whatever else strong, bro, I think what makes it internally strong, bro, is what really matters, bro. And that shit is not pretty, bro. This shit is like, it's like struggle, bro. Like you're going through a real life situation, bro. like your whole future is changing because a certain thing happened, like a situation, like maybe you got an injury and you can no longer play this sport, bro. That makes you strong, bro. And I'm not talking about physically. You might lose all your physical strength, but now you have something internally that nobody could shake, bro, because you've already had it shaken. You know what I'm saying? You've already had it torn apart and like stripped to the bone. You know? This is me. All right.